What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to Floppy Drop. Sorry we were a little late. I came in the house right when we were supposed to be starting, so whoops. But we are here to drop the floppies, and as always, I've got my main man, Drew, aka Dolan, aka Heavy D, aka I Write Comics. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's been a long week, been a long day. It's just great to be able to sit down, relax,
Yes,
and talk some comics. Can't wait to discuss some comics.
indeed. I had a little bit of a pity party moment earlier. I was like, I'm just over everything today. I don't want to do anything. And then I was like, no, I want to do the show. I want to come. I want to come do nerd shit. Now we won't spend much time on this, but you did just see Fantastic Four.
Yes, I did. I just saw Fantastic Four a little while ago. I saw an early showing today, and yeah.
Surprised you in some ways, in a good way, and maybe not surprised, but had other things happen in other ways. It was yeah.
Yeah, it. There were a lot of things about this I liked. There are some things I didn't. I will. It got me more invested in the story. It felt well. I'll say to me, it's slightly better than Superman. I'll just say that.
I've seen a couple of people say that, so I'm seeing it on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to it. And then for Pop Talk, I'll end it when I get home. I'll do a quick Pop Talk and then do a kind of out of theater reaction, but not a huge discussion because Tuesday we're gonna have our full discussion, really breaking it down, talking about what worked, what didn't work. Did we think the casting was good? Do we think Matt Shackman as the director was good? Visually, how did it look? Story wise, and then from what I understand, there's 2 post-credit scenes. Are they worth it? Where do we go from here? We'll kind of cover all of that jazz and have a good old time. But that's just a tease Tuesday. So for tonight, we have our usual floppy drop. We're gonna go through a few comics that came out this week. It was a big week in terms of releases, but not the best week.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it was quantity over quality this week. I'll
Right.
say that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, just you and I talking before when we were trying to make sure we were going to cover certain books. It looks like maybe the shops are selling out of certain things because I was mentioning some books and you're like, oh crap, I missed that one. And then I was going through looking at stuff and I was like, oh crap, I missed that one. So I guess that's a good problem, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
I
mean,
hope.
things selling out. I think hopefully it's good. Sure.
Yes.
And then I will say, maybe you guys can tell I did post on Twitter, but I had to adjust my shrines. So hold on, I'm gonna go full screen for a second. So at least temporarily for here, where Huntress used to be, we've got a little Midnighter Authority action going on, and then the new Huntress shrine is over here.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
And then yes, that is the Ninja Turtles behind her. No, that will not be staying there. It will be changing to be Huntress themed.
Oh, dude, little Turtles thing.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks here in Indy, at our theater Flix Brewhouse, they're showing the original TMNT movie in theater.
You know, I watched that maybe so it was probably spring going into summer. I just put it on to have background noise while cleaning, and it actually holds up quite well.
It is so fucking good. You know, it is really damn good. And
yeah,
the one film of all of them that is so truthful and faithful to the comics. And I love that movie. It is so damn good.
Yeah, I the one thing that I guess I didn't realize because it's been so long since I watched it. It's a fast-paced film too.
It books, and that's I gotta say that too for the Fantastic Four film. It books. It is a very fast-paced film, and I did not feel it slow at any point.
Nice. I'm actually a little excited. I think I had so much reservations, but I'm hearing positive things, hearing slight disappointment about some things, but overall mostly positive. So I'm eagerly optimistic going into Sunday. But yeah.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and say hello to the chat real quick. I am trying something because I keep trying to lure people over from the Twitter side to the YouTube side. So I'm trying not streaming to Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, tonight, and just doing YouTube. So we'll see how this goes. But coming in for 14 months of membership, we have Cajun Corey himself, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Indeed, for those of you that haven't seen the news, Hulk Hogan did pass away today. He had a heart attack. Seems like
it was a heart attack.
Well, they said cardiac arrest. Isn't that is that a heart attack?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was talking with my coworker before they released what the cause of death was. We were thinking it was probably heart related, and sure enough. Yeah.
I mean, when you do that kind of stuff for that long, and
absolutely
potentially take steroids, I mean, there are steroids involved. So do all that, yeah, it's gonna weigh on you after a while.
Yeah,
I will say it was weird. I mean, kind of weird because he was out in the public quite a bit recently because he had his new beer company and everything that he's been doing. So
yeah, he was at I think he was at something recently with Trump. Within the last several months. Yep. Campaigning for him and everything. It's like, wow, yeah, you just never know.
No, you absolutely never ever know. So just I guess be ready. Make sure your friends know that you love them.
And not just that, but make sure you're staying healthy, doing it right.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yes, Cajun, for the 14 months of membership, thank you, sir. And for that, I will I'll give you this.
Bring me Thanos!
Oh yeah. I remember just being totally hyped in that moment in the theater.
We all were. I mean, everyone was hyped for that damn movie. Everyone was ready for that movie. I just remember the largest theaters, every one of them, just every seat sold out, packed. So everyone was just mesmerized by that damn movie.
Yep. Yes, sir. Also coming in, he did say evening, Corey. It's nice to see you. We also have Kaiser Jose here. What's up, nerds? What's up, Kaiser? And I think that's the crew commenting so far. We do have a couple comments coming in that Kaiser is currently reading Freedom Fighters by Robert Venditti. He's loving it. He said it's fucking amazing. I've heard good things from a couple of people. I haven't read it, so I need to hop on that. So
you gotta check it out, man. Yeah, Robert Venditti and Eddie Burrows on the art. It is really
hell yeah. Okay, yeah. That's a good duo. And then Kaiser also put original TMT held my 6-year-old's attention throughout the whole movie. My brother and I, it used to be a race to who would get home first. Me or my brother Goob. We call him Goob. And if I got home, TMNT was going into the VHS player. And if he got home, it was whatever happened. What's the Roger Rabbit? I just always called it Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah.
Yeah, Who Framed? Yeah, that's it. I started to say whatever happened to Roger Rabbit. I was like, nope, that's whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. And Kaiser said even Nerdrotic was somewhat impressed with Fantastic Four. Interesting. I'm avoiding reviews and everything. One of my buddies, BD, he really liked it. He thought it was solid. But he didn't share. He's the type that he's not going to share full details until I've seen it. So,
but I was telling Josh behind the scenes, like visually speaking, it is stunning. It is a visually stunning film. It is incredibly beautiful.
Nice. And then we do have Salty Traveling Sea coming in saying he's hearing Normie and Happiness with Fantastic Four. So interesting. Has Fantastic Four ever been a team or brand to really grab normies, though? I mean,
no. I mean, you got they've had animated series, but that's not on a wide basis. They had the Roger Corman failed film. They had the 2 films by Tim Story, which were mixed at best, and this. And Fan 4 Stick from 2015.
Oh God. Oh, why? Why? We can just forget that ever happened.
That's a film I went back. I saw like 2 or 3 times because just out of morbid curiosity. Because I'm just like, I'm trying to understand this film. I was trying to understand it because I'm just like it's one film up to one point, and then it's something completely else after one point. It's like what the fuck happened in this damn movie? It's one of those Alan the Dr. Moreau with Marlon Brando, where it's like the making of is more interesting than the actual film itself.
Fair, yeah. I will never forget the year that it came out on DVD or Blu-ray. My ex got it for me for Christmas, and I was like, I remember opening it and being like, "Is this a joke?" And he was like, "No, why? It's a superhero movie." And I was like, "It's the superhero movie that I've been talking shit about for months." So yeah, good times. But Salty is saying, "Was just at the LCS, lots of meh." Yeah, we'll see. I think sometimes. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying. I think sometimes Fantastic Four isn't the easiest for normie audiences, and even for comic book audiences or readers. I know a lot of comic readers that will start reading comics, and I think always the gateway drug is like Batman, Daredevil, those things, X-Men, those things are kind of easier. Yeah. Spider-Man, and they'll read some Fantastic Four and be like, "Yeah, no, I don't know, it's not for me." And then after years, we'll go back and be like, "Oh, I'm kind of loving this." So,
I will say they do the opening of this film. They do a great job of introducing you to the Fantastic Four, what they've done, who they are as characters, and like I said, Ben, the guy who plays Ben, he is fucking amazing, and it is the best Ben has ever looked, the best, like the most comic accurate Ben we've gotten, and
heck yeah,
it just the big part is the eyebrows. They got it right, and just that only thing he was missing was a stogie. Other than that, he's been all set.
Yeah, we can't do that anymore because that's too risque. Don't give people a cigar. We can't have any type of smoking going on. Yeah, like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic, a little eager. Now that it's here, so we'll see and we'll get to it. Salty did say it was just at my LCS. Lots of many reactions to Fantastic Four, including the owner who wasn't too keen on what he considered the anti-family narrative, and he's liberal.
There wasn't an anti-family. This is all about family. This is like, I mean, honestly, it's a neck and neck run for most family narrative compared to the Fast and Furious films. It's like, which one's more family oriented? It's just like
family.
Yeah, it's like which one is going to beat the other one to have the Olive Garden franchise? Your family.
Hey, since you mentioned Fan Four Stick, I guess it's better than Denny's because that's where they were. Like we're at Denny's now, and I'm like, wow, that's
getting my Dr. Doom lava cake. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He did ask, Salty is asking, is it worth going to see in the theater and giving Disney money for it? A legit question.
100%. It is, like I said, it is one of the most stunning, one of the most beautiful films you will see. And I was telling Josh, see it in IMAX, see it in 3D. Because when you see Galactus on screen, when you see his vessel, when they go into space, it is stunning. And I saw it. It's like the Flix Brewhouse makeshift IMAX they have, but it's not the same experience. But you got to see it in IMAX because Galactus looks fucking awesome, and he's a legit villain. He's treated with menace and fear, and it's like he's treated with respect. It's amazing. The first time in a long time we've gotten a villain that's not treated like a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I mentioned to you that we had our so I do a book club with my LCS, and we had it last night, and we actually read Fantastic Four vs. Galactus, the recent trade that Marvel put out, which I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because I felt like it wasn't complete because it's got the 3 issues,
Kirby and Lee,
yep, and then the 3 issues that's John Byrne, but then it doesn't have the Trial of Reed Richards part where
you got to have that, you got to have that in there.
Agreed. So it's like, what the hell is this? You just gave me 2/3 of a story.
And what's even weirder is that trial of Reed Richards. It's like it's almost like not collected in a lot of editions, where it's like you have to buy it by itself. There is an original trade. I had it at one point, the original trade of that, and it's like I don't know why people aren't collecting it with other stuff.
They have some of the John Byrne collections, right? That's got it put in there. But overall, it's just kind of like lost out there, and it's for me, it's the best part of it. Like was for me what sold me on that story of like, oh, I love this. But it was fun to read because you got the 3 issues from the 60s, the 3 issues from the 80s, and then if it had the trial of Reed Richards, that would have been another 3 issues, I think, from the late 80s. But it was a fun read, fun getting to kind of review that right before going into the movie. So looking forward to it. But we are going to go ahead and start turning our attention to this week's comics because we don't want to waste too much time, and we do have a few things we definitely want to talk about. But we're going to try to start with the positives first because let's do that. But Drewski, I am hearing that Joshua Williamson and Dan Mora are kind of like just really doing a banger job on Superman right now.
Yeah, I gotta give Josh Williamson credit because for the first 23 issues of Superman he was on, I was really, flip a coin with it. I was really hit or miss. I really wasn't digging it, but ever since issue 25, it's like it's like that Chip Zdarsky turn with Spectacular Spider-Man. I guess he had a little talk to God, and he saw the light, and he's turning out some good stories now. And what he's doing here with Superman, it is really damn good. And this issue is a banger. I really dug this.
Hell yeah. It feels like this is one of those where there's actually been solid buildup and you're getting good payoff. And I don't feel like we've had that in a while.
And I think also he's got some help, not necessarily help, but I think he may be conversing more with Jeremy Adams. I think conversing with Jeremy, because Jeremy Adams, if there's one thing he does great, it's setting up and building things and teasing them as things to come. And I think Josh Williams has probably picked up a few things here or there from Jeremy and incorporated those into his Superman run.
Yeah. I even just here early on, I love this the way Clark is drawn here, and then I like Dan Mora. I'm like, you just can't say enough about this dude's artwork. Top tier, looks good.
He's doing Transformers. I'd rather have Alice Cott.
Yeah, come on. Oh, white bread and mayonnaise over here on the new Transformers run. Ugh. So many little things in this that just the touches of humanity, like Superman, but you got these touches of humanity with Smallville. And he keeps finding ways to just insert that in, just the small, like, just character notes. And it's something that kind of reminds me of what Mazzucchelli did with Batman Year One. You have all these little just like textures that are going on in the background behind the scenes and stuff. But yeah, as you can tell, we're showing the League ring, or the Legion of Superheroes. Sorry. So they definitely come into play, but things may not be as they seem.
Yes, appearances are deceptive.
Yes, appearances are greatly deceiving. But no, I thought this was a really, really banger issue. I've been playing catch up, and I feel like I understand Drew and saying, like, I went through moments of being like, oh yeah, this is like getting good, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe not. It's fine. Oh shit, that's good. Okay, we're moving, and I was like, oh okay, maybe not. And then like, yeah, these past 3 issues, 25, well, I guess 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, like just going. So loving this run so far. And I feel like it's been quiet. There hasn't been a lot of talk about it. So I'm hoping more and more people talk. I saw Wes was tweeting about this. So that's a plus. And dark side. But yeah, no. Really enjoying this run and really curious to see what they do moving forward.
If there was one disappointing part, this was the one disappointing part. I really wish they had like there's a twist with this coming up with this Dark Legion of Superheroes, and I'm like, oh damn it, come on, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. They're trying to fuck with him mentally. It's like, okay, I can go with that. Fine.
Fine. I'll allow it. But yeah, no, I thought this was actually a terrific issue. And I'm not it's because I haven't read a ton of Legion. I'm not overtly like attached to Legion. Um, but this is actually kind of where I was talking about. You get so much texture in this book. This is kind of where I was talking about. Like you've got so many just tiny little things. Like we're going to show you like a frame of a moment, but it's going to have weight and carry, and like it's just I don't know. This is for me. This is what kind of makes Dan Mora stand out. Is he's got that kind of like just crisp, clean, outstanding art, but then his aesthetic as well and how he does the storytelling is equally as good.
And he's able to perfectly capture the human emotions, and
Yes.
so many artists aren't able to do that clearly, and yet you can clearly see what Clark was experiencing in those moments in history.
Yeah. That's I think that's a beautiful page. I think that page I wish we could get it without I wish we could get an image of just the background of that and none of the foreground stuff. Because I think it'd be a really cool image to have as like a wallpaper or something. But yeah, no, I am loving this book right now. I think it's a ton of fun. I'm kind of sad that I've been sleeping on it to not sing its praises more frequently or often. I've kind of been letting you take the reins with that. And look, I'll own up to it. I was not the biggest Joshua Williams fan. I was very skeptical, and then he proved me wrong with his Energon stuff that he's doing, GI Joe, and
hey, look, we had every right to be skeptical about
Agreed.
him since in Night Terrors. Night Terrors, really, that's when it's just like, is this guy really who we thought he is? And then we get the Infinite Crisis, Dark Multiverse Secrets of the House of 0 Hours, and it's just like, no, both these events fell flat in their faces, and it's like, I don't think this guy is the guy, but
Nope.
I think he has clearly made a turn in the right direction.
Agreed. I don't know if it's just that he's getting more freedom, or maybe he's getting. You mentioned potentially talking with Jeremy. I think there's some writers that when they get to, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. I think there are writers that are so passionate about these characters and their lore that when you put them together and just kind of let them talk, their love for these characters and them coming together, you get like magic. And I think you're right. I think that might be happening because then they kind of can help talk each other through. And maybe sometimes where you have shortcomings in certain writers, just in conversations of, I think I want to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this happen. You can have someone go, oh, but what about? And then it's like, oh, that's an element I didn't even think of, but that just made this, story substantially better. I do think you'd be getting that because I do know Josh Williamson is one of those people that's just super passionate about comics in general. But yeah, he's had years of not landing stories, kind of letting us down, and then Night Terrace was probably the cherry on top of just badness from him. But between the Energon stuff, what he's doing here, like he's definitely making a bounce or come back and kind of bouncing back to make a name. I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna turn my life around. But first, I'm gonna get high.
But yeah, I'm gonna say that this is definitely a drop it in the bag for sure.
Absolutely, same.
Indeed.
I want that.
I just realized Salty's question is still up, so now I feel like a dingus because I've been over here on this other tab. I Kaiser put, I guess I'm taking the kids to see Fantastic Four. You take the kids, why not?
Yeah. Your kids are going to love Ben. They're going to love Herbie. They're gonna love Johnny, Human Torch. There's a lot to take in, but it's crazy because the movie, it gets pretty heavy. Very weighty. Emotionally toward the latter half, and you really know what's going on in the world. It's like, oh shit, Fitz really hit the shan, and it's good.
Nice. We're gonna move on to another bit of a banger, and I will say I did not get to this book this week, but Green Lantern. I know. This is the one that I missed. Somehow I didn't realize that this came out. So I was like,
Wow.
what the hell? Because there are certain books that I buy physical copies of, and this is one of them. And I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention last night before I left the comic shop or what, but I missed this somehow. So, Drewski, go ahead and take us away with this. What's going on in this issue? Oh, look at Kyle right there. What's going on in this issue, and why is it worth reading? If it's
Woo. All right, so you got the power battery. So the emotional spectrum is in chaos, but they realize to control the chaos, they need to have the power batteries up and running. So our Green Lanterns, they got a plan. They got the power battery set up, but they need something to control. To harness the energies going through them. So they got to go to make a little visit to Gem World. Got to go to Gem World and get these crystals that they can help control and contain the energies in the power batteries. But at the same time, you've got Sorrow and what's his name? I want to say Dark Star, but I forget the guy in the bag.
Oh shoot, yeah. Is it Dark Star?
Is it? I forget what his name is. But anyway, so but they have a plan of their own for their own power battery, and they need those crystals as well. So I guess it's a matter of who's going to get to the crystals first, who's going to activate theirs first, and it's great stuff.
Hell yeah. The art, Zermanico's art looks fantastic as well.
Oh,
here.
Banger! He's killing it.
Yeah. And then anytime you're going into Gym World, look, I've never been the biggest fan of Gym World and visiting there and those characters, but
yeah, I've same with you. I've never cared for it. I know a certain demographic appreciate that. It's not for me.
Lady bits, the ladies and the homos, the Pedro Pascals, they like the Gym World. Yeah, no, I've purposely not going to go too far because I want to read this now that I missed it. But it looks freaking fantastic. Do we get any more with the Manhunters?
No.
Oh, that was the last issue, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay,
last
I thought so. All right. Yeah, it's looking good. Jeremy has still been rocking it out. I'm definitely gonna have fun with this. He's bouncing a lot. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna start. Yeah, he's bouncing a lot of balls. He's doing a lot right now. But I will say at the end of this issue, holy crap! This is the big one. At the end of this issue, there's big ramifications. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop around halfway because I don't want it spoiled. No, like I said, this is one of the books that I'm picking up on a regular at my LCS, and I keep telling people to read it, and I don't know. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they're picking it up, but I keep just kind of saying like, yo, if you want like a fun, just action comic book that kind of has a throwback to like modern day sensibilities in the script and storytelling, but like the fun that you used to have in like 70s comics, if that makes any sense. Like,
yeah, the fun craziness.
Yeah. So I've really been enjoying what he's doing here, and I can't wait to actually pick this issue up since I missed it. But I do believe this is going to be a drop it in the bag for us, correct?
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments.
Oh, get it. I do. Before we go on, I gotta look at the comments real quick. Salty is asking, did you guys see the new DC KO Truly Unfortunate Marketing? Oh no, I haven't seen.
I didn't see the video. I didn't know there was a video.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta see if I can find this. I didn't know there's a video. I saw pictures from the KO thing. Because I saw one, it was I think Daniel Warren Johnson did that Superman was like pile driving Darkseid. And then I think Dan Mora did one, if I'm not mistaken, and that one looked banger.
How much do you want to bet that's not going to happen at all in the event?
Oh, of course not. Oh shit! I forgot San Diego Comic-Con's going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one reason why we got that news about John Byrne. Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Dang it! I'm not. Look at Josh. So Josh has lost weight, man. What the heck? Interesting. Hold on, I'm about to share my screen. So when I met Joshua Williamson, he's
a big guy.
He was a rotund fellow. That's me being as nice as possible. But he's kind of getting it together over here. Yeah.
Whoa!
Different hair, got the beard going on. Looks like he's lifting some weights.
I was gonna say he's got some guns. Holy, what?
Yeah,
that's Josh Williamson. Holy crap!
That is Josh Williamson. I like literally when I tell you guys this, he was a round fellow when I met him. So, and I mean that with love. But yeah, totally different. I'm trying to see if I see this video here, because I think it would be tragically fun to potentially watch. Salty, if you end up finding it, send it to me because I am not seeing it. But I might try to play it before the end of the stream.
An uninspiring viral video to. Oh God! Oh God! Please tell me they played it at San Diego. Please tell me they played it.
Oh gosh. I will say I kind of miss my days working San Diego Comic-Con because wait, why are we damn it joshing me right now? What the heck? Oh, because I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, no. Especially if it came out today, I just lived and breathed. I can't even talk. I work. That's all I had today. Prepare to cringe. He said, "Prepare to cringe and yell what the fuck off." Oh god! And then he put so much soy and not the right guys for this energy. Oh no! Okay, so that sounds more in line with Josh. Okay, so when I met Joshua Williamson, it was right after Rebirth, and he had just started writing on the Flash, and he was telling a story about how he was trying to get Dan DiDio to sign off to let him do his Flash run, and they were still in the New 52 era at that time, or DCU, whatever it was.
DCU universe,
DCU YOU universe. But if a guy had ever embodied the "oh my god, you definitely live in your mom's basement, you have friends, but it's only other nerds. And Jesus Christ, how much coffee did you drink? Because I know you don't do cocaine." That was Josh Williamson. He's like, I was trying to just like get him, and I was so excited. I had this idea, and I was coming at him like this, and then Dan's like, "You are tweaking out. Get in here," because they were at the DC booth. And if you've ever been to San Diego, before they joined the DC booth with the Warner booth, DC used to have their own like giant area on the floor that you could walk in.
Yeah,
but those walls are like closets. You can go in there, and they've got storage and stuff. And Dan like jumped him in the closet because he was acting like a psycho trying to. So I was like, "That's great." So yes. Oh, okay. Salty's saying that he sent it. Okay, give me a second. I really want to see this.
You're telling me.
All right, send a link. Woot woot. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, no wonder.
Oh, even better.
Oh, please. Let me come over here. We're gonna share. Oh God, it's 10 minutes. Okay, maybe we won't do. Let me see. Oh, it's muted. Okay. Oh wow, this is super. Okay, hold on. I am gonna play this bit because it's so low energy that it's actually kind of funny. Hold please. Gonna share the screen. All right, we're getting that pulled up, and let me get this. And
age has caught up to Scott. Oh man,
definitely. He looks. Even when I saw him in Dallas, I was like, bro, you look rough.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit play real quick so you can see how low energy this is. Because just a little bit that I watched, I was like, oh wow, that's low energy.
More grateful. So our goal with DCKO is not only to kind of pay that forward, but to go even bigger, to really invite you in to DC Comics to have the best time of the year. The whole event at its core is it's sort of a giant battle, knockdown, drag out fights between your favorite heroes, but not grimdark. This is not sort of
really,
like,
really fun.
it's really fun.
really fun.
The whole goal of it is, to bring you back to that kid.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? It's sweaty balls, but with a tad more energy.
I have not heard that in a minute. Oh God, that's great.
Yeah, Drew. We are really excited about DC KO. It's gonna be really violent, so violent. It's gonna be sweaty superheroes.
It's gonna pound so hard. It's so very hard.
Someone, I won't say who, but someone is getting pounded by Superman, and it's not Lois Lane.
It's in a very uncomfortable position.
Yeah. Okay, Salty. I will have to go and watch this in full at some point. I just don't want to. I don't want to go through 10 minutes of that on the stream and be like, "What are we doing?"
This is not you do not promote a video this way. You do not put them on camera. Oh my God.
Well, what's weird is Scott's usually the opposite. I feel like Scott is kind of like, for me, and look, we all know I'm not the biggest Scott Snyder fan. But I think if DC had anyone that could serve as like the Stan Lee and try to get people excited, Scott's one of those people, because when he talks, he's usually super passionate, but here he seems like he is so tired.
Yeah, he just, I mean, you said, I mean, he just looks, I hate to say, he just looks old and tired.
Yeah, like I hate my life tired though.
Yeah.
So, and then Josh just seems awkward here. Like his day, I don't know what the guy's doing. He looks fantastic. So kudos, Joshua Williamson. Kudos to you for being healthy, losing the weight. As someone who gained weight and is trying to get it off, it's not easy. But kudos to losing the weight. But this is so awkward. He's like, yeah, have fun. But if you look at his hands, it looks like he doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's like kind of like a weird.
Yeah, he's like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what.
Do I hold the microphone? No.
No. Yes. No. Okay. No. That's awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to comics. We covered two good things. We're gonna kind of move over into some not so great things. Oh, hold on. I want to see this. Salty did put, seriously, this cannot be overstated. Do not market comics like this. I mean, just that little bit that we watched.
I would say my trailer for Unholy Nightmare 2, that's how you do it correctly. That's how you do it.
And then he put, this is like a funeral. All it needs is flower arrangement and other mourners. It feels like they were like, oh, we should do this here. Since you guys are here for San Diego Comic-Con, just stand right here and talk about it real quick. Well, what do you want us to say?
It wasn't during San Diego Comic-Con. I guarantee you that was probably last week, 2 weeks ago. Oh, they maybe shot that a month ago.
So here's what I will say is typically leading up to San Diego Comic-Con, they will do like a summit that they'll have their writers and creative teams meet up to discuss like, okay, here's kind of what we're pitching and announcing, and here's kind of what we want to plan for the next year, and they'll do all that and then go do Comic-Con. So this was probably at their summit, right before San Diego Comic-Con, and they just, I don't know. But yeah. And need an espresso in 10 seconds is great. Yeah. And then what is up? Gavin, nice to see you here, sir. He said I missed the video, by the way, just joined. We only played like 20-30 seconds of it. Salty had brought it up and I didn't know what he's talking about, so I told him to send it to me. But I've got it's roughly a 10-minute video. I'm gonna watch it later instead of doing it the full thing on the stream because it was low energy. But yeah, speaking of men, Drew, and doing manly things and testosterone, and steaks and football and maybe smoking cigars and chewing tobacco, I feel like we should talk about Wolverine.
I mean, there's no manlier book, out in the stands right
And Wolverine
now.
number 11. This one.
This is the. If you're a man, you're a man.
Yeah, so this is kind of getting attention for the wrong reasons. Well, I mean the right reasons, but it shouldn't have happened. First off, okay, I kept looking at this and I feel like I should have liked most of this book. But I didn't care for the art.
No,
Like,
the art
bad.
is look, the art is basic bitch. That's the best way to put it. It's very basic bitch.
Like, it's just the look isn't necessarily bad, but there's no energy to it. I don't know. Like it doesn't feel intense.
This, you know what this looks like, Josh? It's not only is it basic bitch, it just looks like one of those Infinity comic art. That's what it looks like.
Oh yes, yep. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, no, you're not wrong. Yeah, Martin Coccolo.
Cucolio.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't. I wish Marvel would get their shit together with their artists.
This is
and the writers.
Look at how undynamic, flat, boring, and dull that panel is.
And maybe that's it.
That pisses me off from an artistic perspective. This goes back. It's the one one of the greatest movie scenes in the last 20 years. It's with David Lynch playing John Ford. He's like, you have a shot that's flat. It's dull as shit. Don't do it. That is dull as shit, and it's pathetic. And the artist should have known better. You look at everything. All the artists have come before this clown, who would have killed this from a dynamic angle, like a Mark Teixeira, and Andy Kubert, Adam Kubert, Andy Kubert. They would have all nailed this. That is just lazy, boring, and dull.
I will agree with you there. And I think that's what my issue was with this, is that it wasn't dynamic, and that's honestly the best way to put it. One, I hate the backgrounds. This whole like,
there is no background.
Just the speed lines. But
yeah, like it's manga. No, there's no. The energy needs to be there, and there is no energy to justify that. To justify the speed lines.
I think we talked about this in how Kari Andrews has a tendency to just capture things really, really well. Like his perspective.
Kari Andrews would have fucking killed this. Holy crap! I like barring the Wolverine's mom shit in this. If Kari Andrews, that's a whole other bag of cats.
I know, we're getting there.
But if this had just been Kari Andrews art in this, holy shit, this would have been a recommend any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this to me just fell flat. And it was one of those.
It's digital Infinity Comics art, and it's just lazy and dull.
Yeah, look, this artist, I think he would be fine for a slice of life story. I think he'd probably deliver a really good comic for a slice of life story. But he is just not made out to do action. And I think part of what pisses me off is like we haven't been getting action from Marvel Comics. So the fact that so much of this issue are these two just like trying to beat the shit out of each other. I mean, you got crazy, like she's stabbing him with a freaking like wrought iron. Like this should have been way more entertaining than it was. From sheer action standpoint. But the art was, I mean, this is where you get to the art being bad. Like this panel right here looks atrocious. Can you see my mouse? I don't know if you can see my mouse, but okay.
I do.
Like, I don't know. But then we get to this whole thing towards the end, dealing with Logan's mother and Cardinal Sin that they have Wolverine cry.
Look. Okay, this panel. This pisses me off because look, like I said, flat head on shot like that, dull as shit. Two angles this should have been from. One is from the POV from the bottom looking up, as we're seeing from the back of Sabretooth, as Wolverine's on top of him falling from the window, or POV top looking down, as we're seeing Wolverine
push out Sabretooth from the window.
Or
This
both.
shot,
You could even do both. You could have the POV from the bottom looking up as they're coming out the window, and then you can have it from the top as she looks out on them on the ground. Like you could do both, and they both would have been better than this.
This is uninspired and fucking lazy. It pisses me off.
Yeah. It's just rough. Oh, like I broke his neck there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't that funny?
I was disappointed. I just wanted more.
Okay, this is another thing that pisses me off too. We're hearing slash. We don't see any slashing. Look at the skin. There should be slashes on the skin.
Yeah.
We see drips of blood and everything, but it's just fucking lazy.
Well, even just the intensity, like I feel like if you had a better artist doing this, you would have like a smaller panel that's just like Wolverine like screaming or something, and like you'd have like the string, when you open your mouth, something like you'd have something like that.
There's no ferocity.
No.
Please, no more, son.
No more, please.
And even though he's done the most horrific things imaginable to you and your son, no more.
Yeah. But I do want to get to the end because we do get a point at the very end where Wolverine cries. Look, I'm not gonna say that Wolverine, but yeah,
God
okay.
Damn it. No, this is the worst fucking idea, incorporating his mom into this book, and not just back to the art. Look at how dead her eyes are in that panel there to the right. There's no emotion there. No, she looks like a fucking robot. If they had said she was a robot, I would have believed it. Like, oh my god, she's a robot. I knew it. She's not. She has no emotion.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the reason that they wanted to bring his mom in.
Why did you leave me alone? Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
Like, here's the thing. With everything that Logan has been through,
everything is being retconned. It's like everything. Everything is. Everything that made him cool is now gone.
Yeah. Well, we can't have alpha males. We got to have beta males.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated all this. And I'm even fine that if you want to say like Wolverine, something's going to happen to Wolverine and he gets emotional, but this is not it. Crying like a little bitch is not it. Maybe being emotional because like Jean Grey died. Sure. But even then he's not going to cry like this. Like he's going to go beat the shit out of some people because he's pissed. So just one. Why? Yeah, this is bullshit. I was so mad at this. And it's only a small mono. Yeah, I hated this. I hated it. I just absolutely hated it.
I hate it from just a structural standpoint on the art specifically. This artist should be ashamed of himself. This is just low energy, low T, just low effort. And look, no, you cannot use a deadline as a fucking excuse. No, I don't give a shit. You can try better, try harder. I work with artists who are more dynamic and who pump out pages in a fucking day. And this is just low energy, low T, and pathetic.
Yeah. I also like how much of this is actually helps to make look better by the colorist too. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever drama or anything that's here, I feel like it's the colorist more than the actual line artist trying to do something, to make this look as. I'll put it this way: the line work is so flat that if you had flat colors as well, this would somehow be even worse. Yeah, I don't know. This was a shitty book. I was mad when I read it. I was confused as to why we were doing this with the mother, and it makes sense at the end. I get it. But it doesn't make sense for Logan to react the way that he is at all. And even her dialogue, she's got dialogue where she's like, oh, I know I haven't really earned the title mother. Hold on. Oh, nope. right here. You're my son, and though I've little right to the title, I am your mother. So she's already kind of saying like they don't really have a relationship and never did. So why would he be emotional? Like,
I don't know.
who's right? Is this Saladin Ahmed or
Yep,
whatever?
yep. Still Saladin
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Ahmed, take that fucker off the book.
Take him
Yeah,
off
you know
this. Take him off Daredevil.
Well,
Just,
Daredevil's
I'm done.
ending. Listen, I didn't think I would say this really ever, but at this point, I would prefer Ben Percy. Okay. I mean, I prefer other people. Just over this, I'd prefer Ben Percy because this pissed me off. So I'm going to come over here to my little videos, and I'm going to do this because this is what I think about this.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Sucks. That would be one worth ripping for the most part. Let's look and see if we've got any comments over here. Oh, we got Zach showing up. Let me see, see if I can see what all we've missed here. Oh gosh, there's been a lot of comments. Let's see. Salty put this art is free kids dentist office. Remember to brush back. Yeah.
It is. It really, really is.
And then JK put some manga has good backgrounds. Some, but I kind of, here's the thing. Like, I'm not expecting that from manga because it is black and white. It's meant to be cheaper, faster. But when you've got the big two and you've got a character that should be as top tier as Wolverine, you should have your top tier artists on those books. And they just don't. And then Gavin put the speed lines is just wallpaper. This looks like they bailed on this book. You know what it kind of looks like? It looks like they just went to Chat GPT and like, can you do a background?
Yeah, probably. But this really just backs up that statement where the page rates are just so damn low that they're getting whoever they can, and this is a prime example of you get what you paid for.
Oh yeah. And what you got.
Although I'd like to believe I know plenty of artists who probably would charge much less and would do a banger job compared to this clown.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes, there is no question. There are people that are working as indie artists or people that are trying to get their break that would have come in and done this, and it would have been substantially better. And by break, I mean break with the big two to get consistent work, not that they aren't getting work, just to get their name out there enough that they become someone that can shop themselves around between different publishers. Salty, but this is Ripaverse bad. You're not. I think Ripaverse is worse, but it's bad. Art wise, it's bad.
Yeah, I was story wise. There are some legit good art. Some good book. There are some books from the Ripaverse that have good art in them, like The Horseman or Horseman. It's got some good art. Joe Bennett.
I mean, that's some of the better art for sure. Yeah. But some of it's been oof. We got Zach's in the house with Joshy Poo. What's up, Zaxy? Nice to see you, sir. Always. He put is this AI? It looks like it. That's what I'm saying. This background looks like AI background. You're like, can you do a cool like retro background with lines, speed lines? Yes, and and I think that's the big thing, and that's kind of what we talked about, Drew. We talked about this on one of our streams that if you go back to like even 2013, like 2012, 2013, New 52 was launching. We were talking about the different creators on some of those books, and you had like banger after banger after banger of creative teams on those books. Yeah. And then you come to these books now, and it's like C and D list on the A list characters. So
yeah, it's like I'm pulling up some of my old trades from the New 52. Era, and I'm like, look at the names involved, and I'm like, holy shit, there's some fucking talented people on these books. Yep. And I really, really feel like this era of quote unquote creatives on these books, it's gonna go down like in that late 90s era for like Marvel and DC, or like some of those teams of creatives that you're just not gonna want to remember. Like
let's be honest here. Who wants to remember that Dr. Fate series where he had like the tattoo on his face and no mask? Yeah, who wants to remember that? That's like some of these books are gonna go down like that series.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to remember. No one wants to remember that.
What are you talking about? That was total banger. You missed out if you didn't love that. Whatever.
Evidently.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they've got to do better. At some point, and I think we talked about this last time, at some point you think they would realize, hey, if we cut some of our books, some of our line, and use that money to pay better writer and better artists, our books would actually sell a little bit better. And also it's like they've got to look at this holistically too, because I think they look at this from the standpoint of like, oh, just monthly comic sales. But I mean, part of the reason Marvel and DC do so well is those evergreen titles that just keep selling. Like that's kind of their bread and butter at this point, and they can't recreate it because they're getting the biggest retards to come write their books. Salty, but they're making Wolverine Pedro Pascal. Just let him have anxiety and start touching anyone around him.
Give him that little molester stash. Yeah, he's all set.
Molester stash. And then JK put, do they not have talent because they can't afford them, or is it they're stuck with poor editors' leadership? So it's a little bit of both.
I was gonna say it's all. It sounds like it's yes, that's correct.
Yeah. It's that they can't afford. They're not willing to pay what they need to pay for some of these creators, but also they've done so many of them wrong that so many don't want to come back, and that's both DC and Marvel. There are instances that have happened within the past like year to 2 years where DC or Marvel has gone to a creator and said, hey, we kind of want you to do this, and something gets greenlit, and then it's crickets for months, like no direction, no nothing. We're not going to do anything. And when I say months, I'm talking like 3 months to 8 months where this artist or this writer is expecting work because their project just got greenlit. But when they're trying to reach out to editors and the publishers to say, hey, when are we starting? They're getting no responses. And they're like, okay, well, I'm going to take this job over here. So then they go take whatever job over here. And then Marvel and DC are like, wait, what are you doing? You're supposed to be we were going to do this. And it's like, yeah, I waited for 5 months. Like I've got kids to feed or bills to pay. So play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
And JK put but the Loeb and Lee are a good team, and Hush 2 has been yeah. They are both phoning it in so bad on Hush.
Yeah.
They're phoning it in. Hold on. Look, we might.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to put it. It's like watching your favorite comedy team, favorite comedy duo, who had that great big hit, and they come back to replicate it. You know what it is? It's like David Spade and Chris Farley when they did Tommy Boy, banger movie. They come back. What do they do? Black Sheep. It's just like, yeah. This is Black Sheep.
Yep. This book, I've hated it. I'm just gonna look. I'm not the biggest fan of Hush to begin with. The original Hush, I think it's overrated. I think it's a great marketing book, but I don't think it's a good story. Jim Lee's art in that book was really good.
Yes.
This is just crap. Jim Lee's art is not nearly as good as it should be. I think, you know what? Before this book came out, I'm going to give you credit. Before this book came out, you made the comment that I'm worried we're going to see like really crappy pencils from Jim Lee, and that Scott Williams
Yeah, Scott
inker.
Yeah.
That is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and I 100% think you are correct. This is just not the standard.
And in case in point, Jim fell behind.
Yep.
We're seeing that in the release schedule. So hey, there you go.
But what's crazy is like everything about this feels rushed. The art feels rushed. The story feels rushed. But they got a huge head start.
Yeah.
And it's very clear that they came to Jeff and like it feels like they just begged him. It feels like they absolutely begged him to come do the story. And he was like, yeah, I'll figure something out.
And you only do that when your main series is selling like shit. and the critical response has been shit. That tells you, look, if people can say how amazing and great Chip Zdarsky's writing is. Look, DC would not have done this if his Batman run was good. If his Batman run was selling well, was doing well, this would not have happened. We would not have gotten the Hush 2. As simple as that.
Yep.
But it just shows you just how shitty his Batman run was. This is what we get. And it tells you it was rushed, it was hurried. We're seeing that in the art and in the story. It's a very haphazard story. We're seeing things that would not happen between the characters. Like
this right here.
Yep. Right. Case in point. No way in fucking hell would this be happening.
Mm-mm. Nope. And if you wonder what we're talking about, it's Damian and Bruce teaming up with Bane. Like, in case we've forgotten, Bane snapped Alfred's neck in front of Damian, and then kind of flaunted it in front of Bruce. So, in general, I don't really know where they are with continuity with this because it's all over the place. And then to make matters worse, when you get towards the end, you have a bit of Batman saved Joker again, and then you got Barbara pissed off about it. And
can you blame her?
I mean, I don't blame her, but like we've been through this though.
Yeah, we went through all of this in the previous Hush run.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times that Barbara herself has been, and I hated this.
We got all this in the Three Jokers storyline.
Yes, like it's been so overdone and done better in so many different stories. I don't know. I'm curious. This is going to go down like the Dark Knight Returns too. People are going to be like, "Yeah, Hush," but don't read Hush too. And I'm not going to blame them. I don't think Hush is good as Dark Knight though.
Yeah, or just like, yeah, hey, Tommy Boy, great movie. Black Sheep, don't waste your time. Or better yet, Blues Brothers, great movie. Blues Brothers 2000, don't even think about that.
Don't do it.
This is Blues Brothers 2000.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't need Bruce and Barbara having this going on. Yeah, this is shit at this point. I'm just so ready for Matt Fraction to come in and just start fresh for the love of God.
We'll see how well that goes.
I'm not saying I think it's going to be great, but it's not going to be this. So I'll give it a shot. This is the first time that I hate this Huntress design, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
This shot, talk about lazy shots. This is a lazy.
It's a lazy ass shot. Yeah. This is crap. Not a fan. Don't read it. Don't waste your time. This is the tease for what was the cheetah and what's her name?
Cheetah and Cheshire.
Cheshire. Yep. Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, really?
Yeah. No. Agreed. I thought Cheshire was an interesting character when she was a supporting character in a foil. Like,
I'm sorry. Anytime anymore, I see or hear the name Cheshire, I automatically think about the Rob Liefeld podcast episode. He was talking about he was brought on to do Grifter and Deathstroke, and he wanted to incorporate Cheshire into his Deathstroke run, I believe. And no, maybe it's Grifter, so he does. Dan DiDio gets the proof to read it, and he throws a shit fit and just says, "I told you not to fucking do Cheshire," and just threw like the book at the wall. So Rob Liefeld, with like a few hours to go, had to change the name to like Jade or something from Cheshire.
Yes, I do remember that. Stupid. Dan did some weird stuff, but at this point I'm to the point where I miss Dan DiDio because he would say no to shit too.
Yeah,
and people need to be like. I feel like, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I feel like this book wouldn't have happened under Dan DiDio, meaning Hush 2, but honestly, it probably would have.
No,
I don't know. I mean, Bendis, Superman, Man of Steel shit happened under DiDio, so
Well, that's true. Yeah, Jesus, that's
Yeah.
true.
So anyway, yeah, Hush 2, total disappointment. I wasn't expecting much, but I think I was hoping for the best. But dear God, it's worse than I thought it would be. So, not loving it.
Oh, hey, Josh, I'm gonna be right back. You continue the show.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at a few comments and then we'll look at a few more books real quick. Let's see. Gonna come through. Yeah, Hush 2 makes no sense. Absolutely. Again, continuity stuff going on with Jason. When does it take place? Even the stuff with Huntress. When does it take place? Babs. It's all just all over the freaking place. And then Kaiser put, I can't stop collecting these Hatish books. Oh, yes, you can stop collecting. Only have the first 3 and I really don't see it. But nope. If curiosity gets the best of you, just get a trade later and read it, but it's not worth. I mean, unless you're a diehard collector and you want to just get every issue of Batman ever, fine, but it is not worth it. Kaiser put the Conan books keep coming in damaged. Mine have been fine, but I think there's been really weird shipping stuff going on with them because they were Titan was exclusive with Diamond, and now they're scrambling to do other things, and there was like a weird like third party thing that they were wanting to do with Diamond to ship, not Titan, but Diamond was working with another company, and then I think they tried to entice some people to do it, and then the census was absolutely not run for the hills. Do not do anything that's even remotely related with Diamond right now because you're gonna end up losing out on money because they're desperate to get their money for certain things, or get things that they can then sell for money, for perhaps the stuff that you're supposed to be shipping to comic shops. So yeah, who knows? Yes, Zdarsky definitely hurt his reputation with Batman. I mean, look, he'd always kind of had a welcome back. Zdarsky had always had a little bit of a reputation for kind of being weird and, like having hits or misses, but Batman sucked so, like, he's probably done, well, I don't know if anyone's done more damage than Tom King to Batman, but Chip Zdarsky's probably got, he's got the worst run next to the damage that Tom King did. Because it was shit.
And what's even funnier is like thinking about James Tyton's run. I think that's the run like people have kind of like forgotten about. It's just like,
yep.
That's one was just like, what the fuck was this all about? I really don't know.
James Tynan's run, the only reason it got hype were the speculators were like, oh, it's a new character.
Yeah, and another new character, and another new character, and another new character.
Another new character. Yeah.
And Bruce's money is gone. Lucius embezzled the money from Bruce. Yeah, how about that? Bruce is poor now.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, Damian and Bruce just teamed up with Bane and Batman and Robin. Again, it's like, as long as you're in this current continuity where Bane killed Alfred and snapped his neck, but also did it while Damian's tied up and forced to watch, then they're not doing anything with him. And the fact that they would have them team up with them is stupid.
Yeah, which makes zero sense. You might as well just you know what they should have just done? Just have Alfred in this run. Just have this be its own standalone thing. Have Alfred in this run.
Yep.
Just do it.
Because then we could have been like, oh, cool, it's before Tom King. I mean, before Tom King. Even though it's Damian's current, like, again, all over the place, it doesn't make sense. Kaiser Jose put, and that Lemire Batman book looks good too.
Robin and Batman. Yeah.
Which one is it?
Robin and Batman.
Oh, yes. That's fantastic. By all means, read that. Sorry, I thought it was a different one than that.
And Dark Patterns. Read Dark Patterns. You got to read that. It's fantastic.
Dark Patterns and Robin and Batman are definitely the ways to go right now. And then Salty put Based take on Blues Brothers. Based.
Blues Brothers is the greatest musical comedy of all time and one of my favorite movies of all time. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so we did talk Wolverine, we did talk Batman. We've got an absolute, an uncanny, and an amazing. Which one should we gawk at first?
Let's do uncanny.
Uncanny? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull this up as Gail Simone continues to freaking ruin everything. Although I didn't hate this as much as I hated the last issue.
Yeah, no, that's fair. This was just very uneventful.
Yes, I was gonna say, and no way is that a concession that this is good, because it was not.
No.
But the last issue made me want to just like punch shit with the stupid horror movie bullshit. Yeah, this bitch. I don't even know where to start with this. Like, it doesn't feel like X-Men,
No.
and I don't know.
Let's say you have a great idea of who the X-Men are. You have a great idea of who the characters are for the X-Men. You come in and pick this book up. The get-go, you're like, wait, who is this? You're thinking, I think that looks like Gambit, maybe. But what? I mean, you're gonna be lost and clueless.
Yeah, I can't tell because he never has fucking clothes on. Yeah. So everything that's been going on in this Louisiana, it's just been weird.
Very low key, very uninteresting, and just focusing on new characters. These new quote unquote X-Men that are just lame.
You know how you have those kind of like heftier chicks that like to go on the internet and write fan fiction? And look, I'm not even
write pissed off blogs about characters being fridged.
Yeah. And listen, I will.
Oh, Josh, tower rack. Yep. There goes Josh, silent again.
Josh. Oh.
Okay, there we go. He's back.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, I'm one of those that I don't mind saying that there's been stuff that she has done that I don't mind and I enjoy. But dear God, this is not one of them. I think this falls into some of her worst stuff. But it's very anime manga looking too. Like,
it's no.
This is very Asian. I'll just say.
Yeah, yes, I would say they look Asian. Yes, but it just the book even gets even worse when we get to.
I was about to say this. I was trying to remember what it's called, and I was like, it wasn't the morning ceremony thing that they had, but it was like, I was like, it's the festival, but I can't remember it's the Friendship Fest.
Bear in mind, we're about halfway through this book, and next to nothing has happened.
Nope. But now we're going to the Friendship Fest, Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. We're going to the Friendship Fest. Look, it's someone dressed up as Colossus. Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're all friends. We're the X-Men. Hi there, everybody. Come hang out with us.
X-Men. We look fabulous.
Selfie. Can I get a selfie? But first, let me take a selfie. I'm so sick of this bullshit. Like, nothing about this is engaging. Nothing about this is entertaining. You're talking about earlier that the Marvel, whatever their online comic stuff is, this feels like the Marvel
Infinity
online comic
Comics.
stuff. Infinity Comics, that's it. It's just pointless. And the fact that we're getting so much of this.
And the sad part, sad part is that, look, these are Marvel comics. They're supposed to be, generally, for the most part, especially with the X-Men, action adventure books. And there's next to none of that in this run with Gail Simone.
No. I mean, aside from Wolverine popping his claws, I think Nightcrawler teleports at one point, but everything else, but tell me I'm wrong. Like, that's about the only action you get here.
It really is. It's like, you remember when, they had more high tea, and it just.
Oh, Bamf. He bamfed. We got some powers in this.
That's what this book is missing. There is no testosterone in this book. At all. This is what happens when you have someone who is in menopause, writing a book. Just there's no action, there's no thrill. It's all gone. And this is what you get.
Yeah. This is just stupid. Yo, don't forget about me over here, man. I got some broken legs.
What the fuck
and
are we
an
doing?
arm.
Is this book a comedy? Or what are we trying? What are we doing here?
It feels like the tween like focused story to try to promote gayness. That's all. Like I don't know how else to put it, but
Ugh.
that's how it feels. You know,
This room is spinning because of gayness.
gayness. Ooh, gayness. Yeah, crap. I have not been enjoying this. The whole
But hey,
X line has been pretty fucking shitty.
But hey, this goes back to what Rob Liefeld said. This is the Z list. This is what you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom of that phone list. People you don't want to call. It's just
It's
what
well,
happens.
it's a point where it's like, you know what? I feel like Marvel would have had better luck if they're like, hey, have you always wanted to write your favorite heroes? Send us your pitch. And they would have done better. They would have
Probably.
gotten better results.
Yeah.
So Marvel, maybe try that, because we already predicted this will probably last another year-ish to 2 years, maybe if they're lucky, and then they'll be relaunching again. So when you do that, Nick, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking probably by San Diego next year. This is gonna be relaunched.
So when you get to that point a year to 2 years from now, just get ready to go, hit up the fans. Because they would definitely you would get fans that would do a better job. Yes, Jakey put many of the DC and Marvel artists seem to miss body language. Jimenez is great at it, but some of the others miss it completely. That was part of the problem too with even the Wolverine book. It's just they don't understand the subtlety of just storytelling and presence and body language and perspective. And
perspective is a big thing, and perspective was missing in that book. It just everything was just flat.
Yes. And then Kaiser put, God, that Gambit is horrendous. Yes. And then he put Gasian. Indeed. Gasians are real things. He's a Gasian. He put uncanny CW, man. You know what? That is not fair to the CW. Thank you very much. It's more like what was the gate logo? It's like if you did X-Men for logo, but it was a bunch of reality gay people trying to pretend to be the characters. And we have Alan. Hello, sir. Nice to see you here. But Alan put, who is this for? That's kind of our point. Like it feels like it is written for a tween audience, because even the writing tropes that they're doing, like what Gail's doing, the fact that you have all these scenes eating, you have all these scenes where they're either at a festival or a concert or a memorial. It feels like the type of stuff you see in YA books, but the YA books that are targeted for the younger YA audience. And I don't know if it's DC or Marvel's desperate attempt to try to get this new audience, this younger crowd, to grow up with comics, but they've been trying this for literally the past 25 years, and they've been failing and getting less and less and less sales overall out of the strategy. Because what happens is you got these people that are ranging anywhere from 30s up to like 60s still, that they've been diehard comic fans their entire life, and they were kind of the foundation there. And then you would sometimes get new audience, people to trickle in over time, but they've completely shunned. Comics have completely shunned their core audience. It's the exact same thing Disney did with Marvel. It's the exact same thing Disney did with Star Wars. They took their core audience. They said, yeah, no, we don't want you anymore. Get lost. And then they don't understand why no one's coming to the table. So
yet they will continue to reprint and collect the omnibuy and compendiums from like the 80s and 90s, because they know, you know what, actually they're actually the ones who are making money for us. So yeah, we got to kind of sell the stuff that is actually making money. So it's the good stuff.
Yep. There are a lot of omnibuy coming out the back half of this year that I'm gonna be so freaking broke.
Yeah, like September, October, November, it's like bam, 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 one after the other each week.
I'm saving money now. Like I was planning to do a trip in the back half of this year, and I'm literally not anymore because it's omnibus I want to buy. That's sad, but it's exciting, but it's sad. I think the one I'm looking forward to the most, hands down, is Spectre. Cannot wait. Looking forward to it.
Yes, that's a run that everyone's been waiting to get collected for a long time.
Yes. Gavin said, "I'm glad to say I've not read a single issue of her run as long as it, as a longtime X-Men fan, and Cunning 228 was my first comic." Nice. And I don't blame you one bit, because look, it hasn't been the X-Men at all. None of these X books have felt like X books.
No.
Let's see. Alan put, it looks like something someone shit out for free comic. Yes, very much so. Or when they used to do the free comics, not even for free comic book day, there were times that they used to do like a free, like, oh, we're going to do this like 6-page free story to tease the new run. And it was usually a really shitty artist on it. It feels like that. Reddit fans, kind of Reddit dependents, yeah. Yeah. Not a good book. Guys,
It's only getting worse. Honestly, the Uncanny is only getting worse.
Yeah, it's definitely getting worse.
And this event, it just looks embarrassing.
Bad.
It looks bad. It looks bad. It sounds bad. I don't see this being anything but basic bitch good at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks. That's just honestly what it reminds me of. And then Gavin put, she's writing like her Twitter commenters read her books. Those people don't read books. Not these books. But yeah. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to go ahead and start wrapping up?
You know what? Let's start wrapping it up.
The other things we had on the table to potentially bring up were Absolute Wonder Woman, which is a no-go for me. Amazing Spider-Man, which, dear freaking God, the art looks awful. Also, where the fuck did Black Cat go? She was just there, now she's gone.
And Todd Knox shows up to do 2 or 3 pages in the middle of John Romita's art. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And
it's just weird. What is the Hell's Gate? The Hell Gate, something like that.
Heaven's Gate? Yeah, that's what it is.
Is it Heaven's Gate or Hell's Gate?
Heaven's Gate was the cult. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. This run, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping things up. Before we do, though, all those last books that we just talked about, I think it's very clear how we felt about them. But in case you didn't know, this is how we feel.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? What do you mean? Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
And if you're having to ask, who is this for? What are these writers doing? What are the editors doing? What are the artists doing? Well, you know.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that sums it up.
Yep. Alrighty, sir. If people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Dolan Waddick. You can find me on Instagram, Dolan_Waddick. I'm just posting a bunch of stuff I'm working on, and there'll be some more stuff being revealed. They'll be released later this year and next year.
Nice. Any cons coming up?
I'll be at Terrificon here in a couple weeks in Connecticut. Nice. And after that, I'm planning on being at New York Comic Con in October.
Well, when we lead up to Terrificon, if you have some exclusive covers, we'll cover that here in advance, and just keep an eye out, because we'll always be talking about whatever Drew's got coming up next, because there's a ton of stuff coming out that it's going to be wild.
Yeah. This next month is going to be crazy, because we got Fulfillment for Unholy Nightmare 2, and then Terrificon. So yeah, and speaking of which, if you're watching and you haven't filled out your survey, fill out your survey now, because after this week we are going to print. If you didn't fill out your survey, sorry, too bad, so sad. You had a week to fill it out.
So people asking about some books coming out. Messiah Complex coming out soon. I can't keep up with everything that's coming out. Alan did put Good Superman Omnis coming out, Rebirth, Action Comics, and Triangle Era 2.
Yeah, I see. I already got all the hardcovers from the Rebirth era, Action and Superman, but I'm getting that Superman Triangle Era 2 omnibus. I know that. It's in my cart.
Yeah, I am actively, like, if I have a good hardcover for a trade, I'm good with having the hardcover.
Yeah.
Some of these that I have like the trade paperbacks, if they're doing Omnibuy for, I'm getting it just so I can have.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Hal Jordan the Green Lantern Corps by Robert Venditti to come out. That hasn't been collected. I still have all the individual trades, but there's no hardcover, there's no omnibus. I'm waiting for that to happen.
So, but yeah, just there are things out there where you can go check and see what's coming up or what's slated, and as long as they don't cancel stuff, then I think we're gonna have a wonderful back half of the year with quality omnis coming out. So, Salty Traveling Sea coming in with $2 for a super sticker. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate it. Always here, always supporting. I love having you in the chat and just kind of chiming in and bringing your humor and of course bringing the damn it, Josh. So for this, we'll give you this one.
I'll show you the tool that's most important to our survival, but fair warning, it's my penis.
Yeah,
hey,
he's right.
Yes. But no, Salty, thank you so much. As for myself, if you want to follow the channel, you can follow us at @ByPopped over on X. If you want to follow me personally, I'm at Joshua L. McDonald over on Twitter. X, what I call it Twitter. I'm old. I'm gonna show off our little Huntress shrine again. Woot woot. I've got a nice little picture up on the twats for that as well. And then I'm gonna put a poll up because I have different images that I'm thinking about putting up here behind it. So we'll put that on there and let everyone vote and see which one we end up landing on. But I'll get that printed and kind of do a little screen print back there. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I will come in on Sunday for a quick pop talk to do like a immediately out of theater response to Fantastic Four. And then Tuesday, we'll actually have a full spoiler discussion. It will for sure be Drew and I. There might be another individual or two. We are going to make sure we start at 7:00 Central Time for that, though, just to make sure we get everyone in to discuss it. But I'm really looking forward to kind of breaking things down. Just some of the little bits that I've heard Drew talk about. I think it's going to be a fun conversation. It's going to be a balanced conversation of here's good stuff, here's bad stuff, here's what we wish would have been different. So,
yes.
But until then, stay safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and have a good night, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Get the fuck out!